What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. In the previous part, we did our finale, number 2 of playthrough number 2 of Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, by betraying Walter, Carla, Chatty, and Overseer, and instead of destroying and burning the coral, we ended up saving the coral by bringing down the xylem. But to do that, we had to actually, crazily enough, go through Walter himself, who, through fan theories, is believed to have essentially been biomedically engineered, or bioengineered, excuse me, not biomedically, bioengineered to his AC, essentially in sort of like a symbiotic man-machine relationship where it's to the point where it's his entire body. And there was some semblance of that Walter that we had left where he said, 621, I see the voice, 621, I am glad you have found a friend. And so in this part, just like I said previously, we are going to be starting off our playthrough number 3. Now, a couple things I'd like to point out. So first things first is the way that this playthrough is going to be set up. Now, I can't exactly remember every single one of sort of the variations in terms of maybe audio and stuff like that, but I certainly remember the missions for the most part. Now, when it comes to the audio, I'm more than likely going to be recording all of the mission briefings and stuff like that, and all of the missions. I'm going to be recording everything in general, but I will absolutely be throwing in, if there is new audio that I recognize that wasn't there before, I'll definitely put that in. The other thing I'd like to point out too is when it comes to the missions I was talking about, particularly Destroy the Drive Block, when we go to that replay, there's no combat log, and the only combat logs in the Cinder Carla one, where we eliminate her and Chatty, was just her and Chatty's battle logs. So there really wasn't much else, or combat logs. So there really wasn't that much else. And sure, there is a little bit of a difference here with Take the Uninhabited Floating City, with the way that the enemy waves came through. But overall, for the most part, there really wasn't that many differences towards the end there, and any combat logs that we really need to complete, because the only combat log I have left to complete, I believe, is the one in Infiltrate Grid 086, and in that mission, I think it's just a chest that I'm missing, so I'm just going to end up looking that up at some point to get the whatever part or whatever is in that chest that I need to get, and then I'll eventually come back to you. So I was going to show you some stuff, but at the end of the day, there's no combat logs to show. And so, without further ado, folks, let's start off this by doing Destroy the Artillery installations in Grid 135 cleanup. Like I said, if there's any new audio and stuff like that, I'll definitely work that in to the video and stuff like that. And so let's see if there is. I don't think there is for these couple of missions, because I know the first mission that has a completely different objective overall, or maybe different path, right? And so that I do know right off the bat, but I'm not sure about these couple of missions if there's any new audio or anything like that. So without further ado, folks, if there is, like I said, I'll throw it in right here. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, for the third time, we are back at this moment. Alrighty, that wasn't really too bad at all. There really wasn't anything new, so you probably just saw me cutting around to maybe me killing the artillery. Alrighty, let's move on to Grid 135 cleanup. Alrighty, there's actually something in this mission I'd like to show you guys that I didn't even know existed, so let me see if I can show it. If I'm not mistaken, it's over here. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's right over here, actually. You see that doorway? I think it's right through this doorway. So I didn't know this was a thing. So if you go in here, you go back to essentially where you landed, and you'll find something right over here. Watch this. So yeah, you'll fight one of those the unknown like invisible mechs in there. There's no combat log for it, which I find really interesting. But yeah, you can kill one of those guys, and I don't know, just something I found out when there was like this. I'll see if I can link the video. There was this guy who essentially made a challenge run style for this game, essentially making it like a roguelite. And I was watching a video, and essentially there was like these things in the challenge where you could like do things in certain missions to get the ability to roll like good parts and stuff like that, and that was one of the things in the video. So I'll try and link it in the description if I can still find it. I think I should be able to with relative ease, but it was a cool video. Definitely, if you're a fan of this game, highly recommend checking that video out. Alrighty, that wasn't bad at all either. Yeah, I'm just glad I was able to show that to you guys, because that was definitely something I did not know at all until I watched that little challenge roguelite video. Alrighty, folks, so moving on, let's take a look. I believe, yes, we have the same missions as we did before. So, without further ado, folks, I might end up switching up my AC just to have some more fun here. Switch things up. Might end up bringing the lightning one here. I want to go into destroy the transport helicopters this time around. Alright, no new audio to speak of there, so we'll keep it moving.
Main system activating combat mode.
Alrighty, very nice. Super simple, nothing new, nothing crazy.
One new message.
I see you're back, 621. The Corps see the Liberation Front as a hindrance to expanding their coral survey. But to the Rubiconians, your actions are only helping the Corps with their invasion. It's just a job, 621. All of it.
Alrighty, from there, no new audio to my knowledge. We're going to move on to destroy the tester AC. You know, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I feel bad for this guy at this point.
Commence mission. We've got a read on the target. Now's the time, 621. But don't let your guard down. I just wanted to call something. Enemy AC destroyed. That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
You know, there's something funny about this mission. If you do take a while to beat this guy, he does have this unique audio line where he says, "Oh my god." He's like, "Wow, I'm actually keeping up with like an AC pilot or something like that." So I'll just say this: if you guys want to hear some of the unique audio that I wasn't necessarily able to show throughout this Let's Play, definitely go and look at YouTube videos about it, because they're freaking great to hear the other audio, and you know, it just gives the game more character, more story building, more lore building, more world building all around. It's really, really cool.
Michigan, about leaving 621 with the Red Guns.
Handler Walter, forgot to mention something. The Liberation Front's changing the strategy. Been cozying up to independent mercs.
Great news, if it means more work for 621.
They can try whatever tricks they want. The Red Guns are ready to smash some heads.
One new message.
About the tester AC you downed. That was being shipped to the Red Guns, Balam's in-house AC squad. They're Balam's main force, and its members are no amateurs. Remember who you're messing with.
Alrighty, from there, no new audio or anything like that, nothing crazy. So, without further ado, we have Attack the Dam Complex, which we are going to do, but as you can see, there's something very interesting that we have come across. We can absolutely destroy the weaponized mining ship, but we have a new mission. Escort the weaponized mining ship, and of course you know which one we're going to pick. So, without further ado, folks, let's go and attack the Dam Complex. I'm actually going to bring the, No, I'm actually going to bring this AC here. The heavyweight double Zim that I have, this one. Mr. Thunderbolt himself. So without further ado, folks, you can kind of guess where I'm going on this mission because of me bringing this heavyweight AC. So let's do it. Alrighty, folks, without further ado, didn't hear any new stuff in that. We'll just move on. Attack the Dam Complex.
Main system activating combat mode.
Alrighty, folks, let's hop into it.
Raven, I represent the Rubicon Liberation Front. Your cooperation is appreciated, Raven.
Alrighty. Time to fight Volta and Iguazu, which is why exactly I brought this. You guys can probably already gather that from me bringing this AC, but... Jesus, that was a little bit dicey, but we got him.
Gun 5 eliminated. You can bill me for the AC repair fees, Michigan.
You've ruined your little field trip, Walter. I'll be billing you for tuition fees, too.
Alrighty, so getting rid of the red guns. Get rid of them completely. Feels really good to kill Iguazu again, or at least, you know, fight him again.
One new message.
You got lucky, Merc. So, you got a nice punch in. Go buy a lottery ticket. The red guns are going to be first over the wall. Have fun watching from the sidelines.
Alrighty, so our next mission is going to be to escort the weaponized mining ship instead of actually destroying it. And I think for this mission, I'm going to look at the ACs we got here because this is a mission. I might try, you know what? Let me bring the Huxley one because I'm going to say this is the toughest version of this mission. It's obviously an alternate, but you'll see exactly why. So without further ado, folks, let's escort the weaponized mining ship.
Got a job for you, 621. We've received a request from the Rubicon Liberation Front.
Raven, here's an operation that may be of interest to you. We want you to escort the Strider, a weaponized mining ship. There's no end to the Corp's invasion. They've reached the Bonadea Dunes in western Belius now. Before the invasion, the Strider was our mobile base for extracting and distributing coral. We paid the dozers a fortune to outfit it for combat. It's too precious an asset to lose. Hopefully, we can count on your assistance.
Looks like we've got conflicting requests about the same ship. You'll be doing the work. You choose.
So as we're already fighting against the corpse, it also just makes sense to me to be able to just do this mission with the with us defending the Liberation Front's, you know, mining ship, right? So we beat the Red Gun, save the Liberation Front. To me, it only makes sense in our story as, you know, as us fighting for Rubicon if we're, you know, going that route to do this. So that's why I ended up choosing to fight the Red Guns as well, because knowing this mission existed, I think it just thematically as a story makes more sense. So without further ado, folks, let's hop into it.
Chose the Liberation Front, did you? Whatever works to get your name out there. That's the benefit of being independent.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Wait, someone's already attacking the ship.
These guys, this is a tough mission.
Made by the Rubicon Research Institute. Relics that survived the fires of Ibis.
They're fast and they're very hard to keep up with. The reason I brought this build is because these are really annoying to take down. Alright. If you guys remember, these are basically the similar ones that you can fight for the combat logs in the Coral Convergence mission. Imagine fighting these.
Wait, there's more. Helianthus machines. Don't take their head on, 621. They'll tear you to shreds.
Alright, the stupid grinder wheels. I hate these things, dude. Yeah, this mission sucks. Come here. This guy's annoying. Dude. Oh my god, man. Ow, dude. Come on. Okay, that was neat. Oh my god, man. Dude, keeping up with these guys is so annoying. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. I think this is cooked. We are cooked. I might have to bring a different AC to this because I cannot fight those grinder wheels, dude. Yep. Alrighty, we're gonna switch builds here. Alright, we're gonna bring this build because, my god. Ugh. And I'll end up cutting to when I beat those two poopy heads and then fighting the grinder wheels. That guy's dead. Screw that. Here come the grinder wheels. Wait, Siri? Okay. I think the grinder wheels are gone. Oh boy, here we go. I have to get rid of the wheels first. Where are they, dude? Oh, I hate these wheels, man. Yeah, I got it. I get it. You have to get rid of these guys first. And I dodged into that guy. That's my fault, but still. Oh my god, man. Die already. God, my lord. Alright, now we can focus on these two idiots. Alright, that guy's gonna die. Alright, we have one left. Should be okay. Oh my god. Screw you. Jesus Christ.
The last of them. Nothing on the long-range radar. You may have failed to protect the Strider, but you had a hell of an excuse. I'll look into this. You go home and get some rest, 621.
Oh my goodness. That was one of the most frustrating missions ever. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not like that mission at all. That is genuinely... The grinder wheels are the worst enemies in this game. You can't convince me otherwise.
You must be the handler, I presume, for the independent mercenary Raven.
Honored to make your acquaintance, V2 Snail.
I understand you want to join Wall Climber. You do realize that smashing up some old Institute relics hardly qualifies you. Know your place, you meager dog sitter. The answer is no.
I hear you're deploying V1 again. Must be rough only having one good pilot to rely on.
Oh, are you suggesting your dog can take Freud's place?
We've been through worse than this.
Very well, then. We are also deploying V.IV, who's been equally brazen of late. Let's see how they both perform.
One new message.
Raven, first up, let me apologize. That request to escort the Strider turned out to be something else entirely. I hear those strange machines didn't come from the corpse. Is there some other force that wants to see the Rubiconians fall? Be careful out there, Raven. There's more to this.
Alrighty, and taking a look at their next missions, we do have Operation Wall Climber. And I think when we're looking... I'm trying to look at this episode. This might end up being shorter than I think it is, so I might end up recording for a bit longer. I'm at 40 minutes right now, but that's just because I've been watching all the cutscenes to make sure there isn't any new fresh audio, stuff like that. This might be where we end, this might not be where we end. I'm just trying to gauge, given, you know, everything that I've been recording. So, taking a look at the ACs, I think... trying to think of what I want to bring here. Been a minute since I used this guy. Why don't we bring this for Wall Climber? Alrighty, so without further ado, folks, let's hop into Operation Wall Climber.
Main system activating combat mode.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I still freaking hate the those cannons up top. They give me absolute cancer. Like, look at that, man. That is so cancer. I know you get a supply Sherpa, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. Taking more damage going into this frickin' wall than actually, like, in the wall itself. Like, holy cow. I like how Walter tells you to not expect much from the character who ends up being your actual rival. Pretty cool. Somehow I missed that too. We're not talking about that.
You must be Raven. One of the
infamous Handler Walter's hounds. Interesting. You ready to climb the wall? That's the Juggernaut. Heavy mobile cannon. I wouldn't recommend taking it head on. It won't be able to keep up with steel haze. I'll distract it while you hit its blind spot. That's the stuff. Walter knows how to pick it. This is V.IV. Houston. Raven, I just got an update from Snail at command. We've got enemy reinforcements incoming. If I don't intercept them, we're both toast. I hate to leave you like this. You'll have to finish without me. He's gone. So much for our decoy.
There we go. Not bad at all.
Confirmed. Juggernaut destroyed. Operation Wall Climber is a success. That pilot, Rusty, it seems he knew who you really are. It won't matter. I've taken that contingency into account.
One new message.
We're war buddies now. I think I should tell you something. During Operation Wall Climber, Arquebus was planning to sacrifice you. The plan was to use independent mercenaries to clear the way so that the Vespers could step in and take over. But instead, you took the wall. Both the higher-ups and the Rubiconians are going to remember the name Raven now. As will I.
Alrighty, folks, we've been recording for like about 50 minutes, almost an hour at this point, and so I think this is a pretty good place to end. We ended on a pretty significant mission, and as you notice, I am going to be showing more or less some of the major missions, milestones, and still some of the cutscenes, even though we've seen them before, because I think for our final playthrough, I've been thinking about this as I've just been playing, you know, in between cuts and stuff like that. I think it's just appropriate to do that, just given the fact that this is the final playthrough, to have this story, to really show it off. I think that's an important thing to do in this playthrough. So, just to give you the significant, you know, the significant points, right? And so, with that all out of the way, next time in Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon, we'll be doing prisoner rescue, and we'll also be doing a new mission called Obstruct the Mandatory Inspection. So, I hope you guys look forward to that. So, I once again thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Also, follow me on the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, and once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode. Catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create.